Okay, today we're gonna talk about setting up a file server. So let's see here, I made a file server off screen, 1 CPU, 2 gigabytes RAM and 1 hard drive, and of course I put it on our data servers switch. So it's already done, so we save some time. So for now we want to press File, Settings, and add we go to SCSI controller because we want to add a hard drive. So let's press New and let's choose Dynamically Expanding, and let's call it File Server 2 20. Okay, apply. So let's see here, we go to our tools, computer management, storage, disk management, should be like this. Right click, initialize. Firstly it should be offline, so this is how it should be. Disk 1 unknown 20 gig offline, and you press right click, online, right click, initialize, okay, and then right click here and press new simple volume, and we're gonna assign it the drive letter of F for file server, and we're gonna call it FS shares or just FS. And let's check. Here it is. Now we enter it and we make a new folder, and I will call this shares. And let's right click it and press properties. But firstly we go back to our domain controller, and I want to show you our users and computers. So let's press tools and choose Active Directory, users and computers. So last time we made a new admin account, and I also made a new user called Kalle Larsson, and then I made 2 groups. This is the group for the users, and I made a group for admins as well. So let's close this and let's go back. Okay, so our shares, I'll do it from the beginning, okay? This PC, this is the file server. This is the new hard drive that we made. We go into it, double click, and we made a new folder called shares. We right click it, properties, sharing. And now you can see we press advanced sharing, and we want to share this folder, permissions. So what happened now is that usually you have everyone here. So usually you have everyone, because I was fooling around before. Usually it looks like this, everyone, but we don't want this. We want domain users. So I write domain, and then we find domain users, and we remove everyone, and at domain users we press full control. This doesn't mean that everyone gets access, because here in Windows you don't share with just permissions. There's also security. So by pressing permissions allow full control, it will help us in our security. I will show you. Okay, apply. Okay, now we enter security, and here we go advanced. So now you can see you have administrators, system, creator, users. So let's disable inheritance, and let's add a new, and I want to add users Stockholm, and okay, and they will have full control. Okay, and I'll add as well admins Stockholm, full control. And now we will remove users, remove, apply. So now we can check effective access. Let's write, for example, Reda. Yes, full access. Let's check Kaka. Yes. Now, okay. So this folder we have set sharing to domain users everyone, but in our security we have chosen users Stockholm and admins Stockholm. Let's make some global policies. So we go back to our domain controller. Our file server, we can actually sign out. Now if we enter with Kaka, I will show you. Kaka. When we enter, you will not see the share, but we can enter it. So if I write Fileserver (01), here we have the share. Okay, so now I want to show you some things. Firstly, we want the share to be here. So what we do is we go into our domain controller. So here we are at our domain controller. We open tools and we open global policy management. So here we have Stockholm, admins, users, and I want the file share to be mapped. So we press group policy objects, and I just remove these for now. So let's make a new one, and let's call it fs map fs. We right click, edit, and we want preferences and Windows settings, drive map. And now let's find it firstly. I just think this is much easier, and then I can just copy this. So let's right click here, new, mapped drive, and here is the location. And let's use F for file share. And now we need to go into common, item level targeting, new item, security group, and let's add our users Stockholm, and let's add okay, new item, we want 2 of them. Actually, no, we don't need for admins. It's enough for users. Apply. So now let's see if it worked. We will need to close this, and then we need to apply this to our users. So let's drag it to our users. So here we are at our Windows 10 PC. We logged in as Kaka, Kalle Larsson. And if we open our File Explorer in this PC, we can only see our local disk. We can't see the file share, the shared location. So what you can do is you can right click here and press Group Policy Update. Okay. Wait, let's do it here. Okay, so we can do it here. The problem is that usually it doesn't work. You can see it succeeded on Fileserver, router, but it didn't succeed on our PC. So we have to force it through. So here at our PC, we open cmd command prompt, and I will put this here, and I'll write gp update force. So with this command, you force the policy through instead of waiting. And look, here we have the share. So here you have it. And here he can do what he wants. Kaka, he can enter here and he can do what he wants. And now, how about let's sync his downloads, documents and pictures, maybe videos. So let's do that. We make 4 new policies. So we start, we go back here, we write new, and I will just name this redirect documents. Or why not sync documents? I think that's better. And we open it, edit, and we go to user configuration, policies, Windows settings, folder redirection, documents, right click, properties, and basic. And now we need a file path again, so I will just do like this. And let's make, I think we should make a new one maybe. So let's go open up our file server. And let's make a new folder. Let's make synced items. Right click, sharing, advanced, share, permissions, not everyone. We want domain users. We remove everyone, and at domain users we press full control. Apply, okay. And now we go into security and advanced, and we disable inheritance, and we add our users, Stockholm, full control. Admins, Stockholm, full control. So now what we do is we remove the users. Now we have these. Apply. Okay. So now let's sign out. Okay. Let's go back to our domain controller. And this is our documents, right? So let's check. We want this one. Apply, yes. So now we've done documents. Let's do it for sync downloads. Policies, Windows settings, folder redirection, downloads, basic. Okay, new one, sync pictures. What? And let's make a video, sync videos. I think that's good. So basic, we add this path, apply, yes, okay. So now we have documents, downloads, pictures, videos. 4 new ones, documents, downloads, pictures, videos. We take them and we put them at users. And I think we do the same for admins, why not? Now we go back to our Kaka. So now you can see this is still the same. So we need to do a update again. GP update force. If this, it should tell us to restart. Okay, yes. Y for yes. Okay. You can see now this is green, 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 green. And this is Win 10 PC01. So let's make a new Win 10 PC02 to test this out. So in our documents here on Kaka, I will make a new folder called salaries. Let's make like phone numbers. Oh no, employees. And maybe a text document, phone numbers, and I'll just put something in here, something random. So now in the PC1 in his documents he has these documents. So now let's close this computer off, shut down, and we go to Hyper-V and we create a new Windows 10 computer. So let's name it Win 10 PC02. So now let's sign in with Kaka with our new computer, Windows 10 PC02. So on our other computer we made a folder and we made a text document called phone list or phone numbers, and we put a random number inside it, and it was in a synced folder. So now let's see when the same user logs into a different computer in the same domain if it will still be synced. Will we find items there? Look here, green, 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 green. Oi, phone numbers. There you have it. So we have created a file server, we have made a share, and we have made these 4 folders synced: documents, downloads, pictures, videos. Firewall. Yeah, look. So our user, he went inside here and he turned it off. He turned all of the firewalls off. Can you see? So now we don't want this. We don't want a user to be able to do this. So let's make a new group policy. We will call it new firewall force on. Right click, edit, computer policies, Windows security, Windows Defender, yes, Windows Defender firewall properties, and we will make it the domain profile on, private on, public on. See? Okay, close this. So here is our new group policy. Okay, let's see if it worked. So now the firewall is on, and we can't turn it off. This is what we want. Yes. So today we have made a file share. We have made syncs. We have made a firewall force on. You can see here, firewall force on. So now there's something else we want to do. We want to back up our file server. So let's log in. Let's make settings and look at the hard drives. We have Fileserver and Fileserver 2. So let's make a new hard drive. We'll call it Fileserver backup. And let's call it like OS or something. Just so that I remember that this is the backup for the C drive. Okay, so now we go to manage, add roles and features. Next, down to Windows Server Backup. For this, tools, Windows Server Backup, local backup, schedule, next, full server. Yeah, let's do full server. 2 as the others. Yes. Show all available. Oh, we forgot something. Or I forgot. Computer management. Disk management. We have a new disk. Online. Initialize. New simple volume. Doesn't really matter because it will disappear. Okay, now schedule. Full server, 2 in the morning or 2 in the night, whatever you call it. Hard drive, show all available. And now we have a new one, the D. So let's select that. Yes, we understand that it will be wiped. Let's back up once. Okay. Shadow copies allow users to view the contents of shared folders as the contents existed at the previous point in time. So let's enable. If you enable shadow copies, Windows will use the default schedule and settings and create a shadow copy of the selected volumes now. Important, the default settings are not appropriate for servers that have. Okay, yes. You now have many of them. Yeah, so this way I can open. Yeah. So with this, if a user deletes something, he can very easily get it back. Yeah, okay. So let's say that he deletes this. Oh, it's gone, you know. He deleted it. So what you do is you just go back, right click documents, restore previous versions, and then you have these ones. So let's open up this one, and here we have the phone numbers, so we can just put them back. So that's shadow copies. Thank you.